What's going on, everyone? So, according to Jovan Buha, the Lakers' LeBron James is now day to day. LeBron James will kind of evaluate. Here's my thing. I don't want LeBron to rush back. LeBron knows his body better than anybody, right? I said that he'd probably be out for 2 weeks. I still don't think he'll be back for this 6-game stretch. I don't. Maybe if they lose all 4 of these back-to-backs going into that last set of back-to-backs, maybe he comes back for that. But I still think that he'll at least get through those back-to-backs. LeBron will be back for sure because he has to play at least 7 more games. He played 58 games. He's got to get to 65, qualify for all the accolades, all NBA, all those things, right? So I don't think LeBron is going anywhere or taking the season off or anything like that. He's going to play at least the next 7 games. But I don't want him to rush back. And I'm hopeful that the Lakers can weather the storm enough not to give him this sense of like, I need to hurry up and get back, right? If Lakers can win, right? If they, I talked about it, if they can go at least 3-3 during this like 6-game stretch, there's not as much of this urgency from LeBron to like, I need to hurry up and rush back, right? If Luka and Reeves, who coming off of a great game last night, they can kind of continue to play. I'm not saying that they have to combine for 73 or whatever it was, right? Like, but if they can continue to be good, other guys step up, the defense steps up and picks back up. It'd be nice if we could get like a Rui or a Jackson Hayes back, right? That could go a long way for the Lakers, right? Start getting the other pieces back. It would kind of allow LeBron to take some time off. I do think the time is very good for him. I think it's good for the Lakers, period. Obviously, you don't want it due because of injury, but luckily it doesn't appear to be anything of major significance, right? It doesn't seem like it's anything where like we need to be overly concerned. I mean, even LeBron said after the game that like, hey, I'm fine. Just kind of need to recalibrate here a little bit, right? As soon as he said that, I was like, oh, he's fine, right? Like, I'm not worried about LeBron. Last guy I'm worried about is LeBron, right? The guy puts more time, effort, energy, money, resources into his body than any athlete ever, right? So he's the guy that I'm least concerned about. But we have seen him have this sense of like, I need to get back, right? I need to hurry up. I need to kind of, and we've seen him play on one leg and all that stuff. I don't want to see that, right? I don't like, obviously I'd want, if we can get a top 2 seed, great, beautiful. But that's, to me, is not the most important. I care about winning championships more than seeding. Seeding is just a vanity metric. It's just something to talk about. If we win the championship, we're in the 4th or 5th seed, right? Like, no one's going to be like, well, yeah, but you were the 4th seed, man. Like, no one's going to care. We won the championship, right? Like, so to me, we're not winning anything without a healthy LeBron and Luka. We need those two to be the best versions of themselves as possible and the healthiest as possible. Obviously, once you get in the playoffs, everyone's kind of banged up and, dealing with little things here and there. But we need them as good and healthy as possible. And I do think that a good 2 weeks or so would be very good for LeBron. He's played a lot of basketball, not just for his career, but even like this year, right? Because he had the Olympics and he wasn't just there, waving and taking pictures and doing photo ops. No, the guy was there being the leader, being the best player, being the closer. He had to actually play in most of those games. He was carrying Team USA for a large stretch. And then Steph and guys started waking up and, but he still had a huge role and was a huge part. And they were deferring to him and all that stuff down the stretch. So it'd be nice to just allow LeBron to kind of just take some time off, take a couple weeks off, right? Rest his body, rest his mind, get everything in order the way he needs to get it in order. Because there is the concern of like, no, he rushes back. And we saw with Anthony Davis, knock on wood, right? Like, you saw with AD, he tried to rush back to help Dallas to show like, hey, yeah, you guys lost Luka, but I'm here now. And he was great. And he was dominant for 2.5 quarters. And then now he might be out for the season, right? Like, it's just, you don't want that if you're the Lakers, right? You don't want LeBron rushing back. He ends up pulling it even worse, and now it's a lot of wear and tear. Take a step back, take your time, take a second, take a breather. It'll be okay. Right? Luckily, the Lakers handled business early on. Because the Lakers handled business early on, you can kind of weather this moment. I don't think the Lakers are going to fall. Like, people are worried about them falling into the play-in or anything. Like, they have like an 8-game lead on like the play-in teams, not counting tiebreakers. Everything. Like Lakers are fine in that regard. Even the 60, like they have like a 5-game lead over like the Warriors, right, in the loss column, and they play them coming up, right, and I believe they have the tiebreaker if I'm not mistaken as of right now. If they win the next one, then they for sure have it, right? Like I'm not worried about them. I'm confident that they're going to finish in the top 5. Obviously, again, I'd love to see them finish 4th for home court advantage and be able to kind of, do that. But even if you're the 5th seed, right, it's been done. You can win a championship. It's possible. That also might be arguably the best path for the Lakers to win a championship, if we're being honest. You play Houston and then OKC, and then whoever you meet in the conference finals, and then get to the Lakers 4th seed. Also, same thing. You'd have the same path, but you'd also have home court, which is what I want. But we'll see. Also, the Warriors could end up catching the Houston Rockets, and then Lakers could play the Warriors in the first round. Imagine that. Imagine Steph and Jimmy versus LeBron and Luka. That'd be tough series. But nonetheless, I it's great news that LeBron is day to day. LeBron is once again superhuman. It's ridiculous. But there is a part of me that has this fear that it's like, it's because he feels like, hey, we're on a 3-game losing streak. We might lose to Denver. It's a 4-game losing streak. Like, this could be a sinking ship rather quickly, right? And I don't want to see him try to expedite things, and now it's worse, right? I would love to see Rui back. I'd love to see Jackson Hayes back. I'd love to see those two kind of hopefully get back before LeBron, and then that can kind of work itself out, and maybe Lakers rattle off a couple wins if they're healthy outside of LeBron. And then now all of a sudden it's like, okay, we're good. We just won 3 or 4 straight. Luka's in his groove. Luka and Reeves are doing their things. Let me kind of just take a step back, evaluate. Okay. And then I also think it's good for the Lakers as a whole. Something that I've talked about very heavily is because Luka and Reeves now get to kind of figure out their pairing, figure out what they're capable of doing. Like LeBron said, hey, Luka, Reeves, and then I'll figure it out, right? This kind of gives Luka and Reeves an opportunity to kind of work out their end, and then LeBron come back from injury, plug in, and then he can kind of fit in where he needs and just be like, hey, you know what you've been doing the last 2 games? Just keep doing that. I'll plug in where need be. LeBron's going to go get his 20, 25 on a nightly basis. Him stepping on the court, he's going to get 20, 25. All right, we're now, last guy I'm worried about again, scoring the basketball is LeBron James. LeBron James will get his buckets. He'll eat just like he always does. But it'd be nice to kind of get Luka and Reeves going as we saw. Obviously, you need more than just those two. Can't be playing 5-on-2 all game. But if those two can kind of get going to the level that we know that they can get going, then LeBron comes back, plugs in. All of a sudden, things could get very, very nice here, right? Like all of a sudden, the Lakers are looking quite dandy. Also, I think it's good for the duo to kind of see how are they as a duo. A little clunky? Is it kind of like, does it just not quite work? Is it just not good enough? The defense, all of those things, right? Because you got to keep in mind, Austin Reeves is going into a contract year next year. And Austin Reeves is probably going to get a bag on his next contract. Not going to be making 12, 13 million on his next contract. He's probably looking at 30, 40 million, right? Maybe he takes a discount for the Lakers to where it's like 25 million if somebody offers him 30 million. But question is, like, is he worth that at that point? And is he the guy that you're kind of pairing alongside Luka for the long haul? Maybe, right? Maybe. I'm not saying no, but we need to kind of see it, right? We need to kind of say, like, how do those two work? Because if they can kind of be that, like, scoring duo and really kind of be those two bucket getters, and it's like, man, just get, 2 high-end 3-and-D wings and then that lob threat, shot blocking center. All of a sudden you're a championship contender every year, right? Maybe that's something that kind of develops. Maybe that's kind of how this shifts for the Lakers. We'll see. Time will tell again. But regardless, I do think that there are some benefits to this. Obviously, again, you don't want it to be because LeBron is hurt, but I do think that there are some benefits. I just don't want LeBron to feel like, man, I need to get back. And the only way you're going to be able to keep LeBron from feeling that way is if you can kind of just, again, I'm not saying they have to, win out of 7 out of the next 10 games or anything like that, right? Like they got to at least stay afloat, right? You lost 3 games. Can you win 2 straight, or 3 straight, 2 or 3 straight? Kind of just, again, kind of get it back to being balanced, right? To where LeBron's like, okay, we got, 8 games left. Let me play these last 8 games so I can get over the 65. And then, we make that push and now we're in the playoffs and everything's rolling. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion and I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Do you have concerns? Do you think that LeBron being day-to-day, it's concerning? You might be trying to rush back. You might be trying to hurry it up. Do you think no, it'll be fine. He's okay. LeBron is, very different than most. But however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it either way. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out. So we enjoy these types of videos and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.